With the increased threat of flooding today, Tony, not a bad idea to check out the Discovery Center this afternoon to evening, as we do have, again, a potential for some big-time thunderstorms, some heavier rain showers here in southern Colorado. That's why we're on weather alert. All areas in green under a flood watch from 1 o'clock till 10 o'clock this evening. Now this morning, making waves is a cold front moving across southeastern Colorado. Behind that front, we have seen some pretty strong and gusty north winds. At one point, the Springs Airport saw a gust of around 45 miles an hour. Winds are beginning to weaken just a bit, but still gusting around 30 miles an hour here into parts of the Pikes Peak region along and east of the Palmer Divide. And when I came into work, the temperature before the front arrived was in the mid-50s. Now behind the front, with that wind mixing the air, it naturally warms things up just a bit. So we're now sitting at 62. Drive up the Ute Pass, you might need a jacket this morning at 48 in Woodland Park and 56 for our neighbor to the north up into the Mile High City. Now yesterday we began to see some pretty significant drops in temperatures compared to that heat on Monday, and that trend continues today. More refreshing changes with thunderstorms possibly developing towards mid to late afternoon. I think our best chance for rain comes into play later tonight. So behind the front, we get that easterly upslope flow. That helps to saturate the air column, especially the lower levels of the atmosphere. Water vapor shows us where we have the abundance of mid and upper level moisture. That's indicated in green. The monsoon still pulling in moisture from Old Mexico. That's going to continue to stream north today into parts of New Mexico and Colorado. Now let's talk timing. As we mentioned, we've got rain on the way today. I know the kids are still out of school. Outdoor activities probably safe in the Springs up until about 3-4 o'clock. Front lines up, moves east. That's going to be that main piece of energy that moves out of the mountains this afternoon. I would say up until about 8-9 o'clock, rain a pretty safe bet. Eastern Plains will continue to see a chance for rain into the overnight hours. Now, it's a similar pattern on Thursday, maybe losing a little bit of a punch in the atmosphere as moisture levels start to decrease just slightly, but still dealing with that subtropical plume, and that means another round of showers and thunderstorms and the potential for locally heavy rainfall. All right, highs today with that cool down into the 70s and 80s. That's a nice change from the mid-90s we saw back over the weekend, even on Monday, and we'll cool things down further Thursday to Friday with scattered showers and thunderstorms, and then drying skies and a return to 80s for the upcoming weekend. Pueblo, heavy rain possible today with a high of around 88. Since storms moving late, will still be pretty warm out there. Mid to upper 80s follow Thursday to Friday. Canyon City will see 80s here right on through the end of the week with that daily threat of rain and some heavier thunderstorms possible. Less thunderstorm activity into the upcoming weekend. For Woodland Park, heavy rain threats remain all the way through the end of the week with scattered storms Friday, drier skies as we look towards next week.